This pie proves that peanut butter and chocolate is the perfect pair. With buttery graham cracker crust, a creamy peanut butter filling, yes! All drenched in a rich, dark chocolate ganache. Oof! Recipe creator Tami Steggell is letting us in on this no-bake dessert. Tami, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, this is already going to be in the lineup for the weekend of baking coming up.
Yes.
Where's the inspiration for this one coming from?
Well, honestly, I love to go to the Dodo restaurant, and
yes.
this is my favorite dessert at Dodo, but it also happens to be Pie Day on Friday, so I thought, why not make a pie this week for Pie Day?
I love it. Okay, we've got all the steps, all the ingredients. We're gonna start with the crust, and we've got this combination that we've been teasing with the walnuts, so tell us about this.
Okay, so for the crust, you're gonna use 1 packet of graham crackers, and then a 1/2 cup of walnuts, that's 50 grams, and then a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, which is 50 grams, and then 70 grams, which is 5 tablespoons of melted butter.
Okay.
And then you'll just buzz it all together in your Cuisinart. And I went ahead and already prepared
that looks great.
because I just wanted to show you a little crust trick, which I'm sure you already know.
Well, it's always the tricky part, like how firm do we need it, you know, and trying to get, and we'll talk about maybe scooping it out later, but the crust can just be tricky. Do we need to really have it firm down in there? What's the idea here?
You can see here, I have 1 crust already ready, and then I've chilled it so that when we put our filling in, this is ready to receive the filling. But on this crust, what I like to just remind people is I spread it out just a little bit, and to get that perfect crust, I take the back of a cup.
Oh, so smart.
Any cup, a measuring cup, a drinking glass, whatever you have, and then I just press it up the sides, and then what you end up with is basically a perfect crust.
Yeah, look at that.
Like this.
And I like that you've got a thick crust on the outside.
Yes.
Sometimes it gets stuck too much at the bottom.
Yeah.
No, we've got a good crust down there.
And I do kind of engineer the crust to be more bulky, so that you get a little bit more crust, but yet tender to cut through.
Yes.
And then this one includes the walnuts.
Why do you like walnuts for this with the graham cracker?
Well, because I was trying to honor the way the Dodo makes it, and they have walnuts in their crust. And also, it just gives this buttery flavor to the graham cracker crust, and then also gives you that like soft tooth to bite into.
Yes, and because we're not baking it, does that make it easier to cut and serve too? Because it's not going in the oven to get crunchy or anything. But we've got good texture. All right, next filling.
So next is the filling, which is 12 ounces of cream cheese, which is 1.5 blocks of cream cheese. And then you'll add sugar to that, and you're going to beat it in your mixer here with a paddle.
Okay, the paddle attachment, not the whisk.
Yeah, you can do it with a hand mixer, but if you have a stand mixer, you don't even have to worry about cooling your cream cheese to room temperature. You could just beat it because this is so powerful.
Yes. So otherwise you get clumps, I've noticed. If you just try your hand mixer, like that cream cheese never really blends in.
You have to really let it come to room temperature. So you can do it both ways.
Okay.
But then you're going to add sugar to that cream cheese. You'll beat it until it's smooth. And then you're going to add a lot of peanut butter.
Is my mouth watering? Yeah, I'm so sorry. Do I need to wipe my chin? You know how I feel about peanut butter, Tami, and I'm like, oh.
Jiffy All Natural is my favorite from the store. And then I add to it a tablespoon of vanilla, pure vanilla, and a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of vanilla and a tablespoon of molasses.
Ooh, molasses. I would have never guessed. Why are you adding that?
Because it just adds like a deeper, richer flavor. You can't taste it, but it like gives something to that peanut butter.
Brilliant. Okay, I love a little secret sauce.
Buoys up that flavor.
Yeah.
So then you're gonna beat it till it's all creamy.
Okay.
And before that, you will have whipped. So if you're fortunate enough to have 2 bowls, I whip 1 bowl of whipped cream, and I have that all ready and prepared before I whip my peanut butter mixture. And then
we're gonna add them together here.
You'll just gently fold them together. And this does take a minute. So I just wanted you to, and then
And
what
you
you'll-
just whipped the cream on its own, right? Because everything else was added to the peanut butter.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
how you're gonna get that tall fluff.
Seriously, look at
And
this.
I was trying, when you go to the Dodo, their pie is just so mile high.
Yes,
Have you noticed
it's
that?
huge.
And so anyway, you'll just continue to mix this, add mix, until there are no streaks and they're completely mixed. So right here,
Okay, I'm gonna grab, I just got a spoon really quick.
I have one already ready.
Ooh, yeah, you
And
can see.
then-
Now, you told me earlier I could start stirring the ganache. So
Yes.
what do I have in here? What's making the ganache?
So in this, we have a half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate and a half a cup of dark chocolate, and then a half.
Oh, I love
cup-
that you have the combination of both.
Yeah, I love the dark so that it just is that it gives a little more bitterness against the sweet, so you don't have too much sweet.
I'm with you on that. I'm always
Yeah.
a dark chocolate fan, especially with bacon when you're adding so many other sweet ingredients.
You have to balance it so that
Yes.
it's not oversweet. I don't really like oversweet.
Same.
And so what you do is you take your chocolate and your heated cream and you pour the cream over the chocolate and then you let it rest.
We're gonna, yeah.
And then you stir
You can
it.
see how quickly it just mixed up.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so this is our finished product. Hello, gorgeous. You know that I am going to be eating this on camera. Now, there's a few ways you like to serve it up. Tell me about that.
So I like to put a dollop of whipped cream next to it.
Oh,
and
look at that
then
ganache.
Take like a nice chocolate. I
Yeah.
picked ritual chocolate today.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm waiting.
I mean, good night. Goodbye. I'm done. Could you take the rest of the show? Because I'm going to be right here.
Yes. So then you're going to take your ganache and you'll put it on your chilled pie.
That
So
is
this pie
so good.
has been sitting in, you can chill it in the freezer if you're in a hurry, or you
Beautiful.
can leave it in the refrigerator for 4 hours.
All right, we're going to leave you on the scene of Tami just drenching this pie with the chocolate ganache. Tami, tell us where we can find the recipe and find more from you.
You can find this recipe on Studio 5 KSL website and also Bite Me Industries.
Perfect. We'll link you
website.
always. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
thank you.
All right. Don't. This is mine. Okay.
That's
don't
all
let anyone
yours.
take it.